Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. Sorry. So if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be making something for someone, but I want to show y'all my new kit I got. So it is something I got off of Walmart. It's J. Diction UV resin, and it is a whole kit. I got it for about $30 with tax, and I will show y'all, and I'll also put the link down below so to the kit. So let's get to it, and I'll show you everything that I'm going to be using. Well, not everything I'm using, but everything I got in the kit, and then I'll show you everything I'll be using. Alright, so it was a kit by J. Diction. I cannot talk. And it is UV. So I got the UV resin. I got a UV light, which I think is really awesome that it came with all this stuff, okay y'all? So I got that, and of course, you know, I got some sticks to stir. I got about 4 or 5 pairs of gloves. I do not use these gloves, so I will not be using these gloves, but it's not bad that they came with gloves. So I got that. I got the little measuring cups, the little pouring cups, whatever you want to call it. I got that. So I got some tape for the bevels, which I got bevels, and I will be using one of those. So yes, I got keychains, I got earrings, I got little jump rings for the earrings and necklaces or whatever. Let me find it. It's in here somewhere. It ran away from me. There it is. I got necklaces. This is, like I said, this is really worth it. I got tweezers. I did get a mold set. Well, a mold. I got this kind of glitter, which to me this is glitter. If I'm wrong, it could be foil, but it looks like glitter foil stuff to me, so whatever. I got glitter. I got little things to put into the molds. I got mica powder, I think I'm saying it right, MICA powder. So I got gold and silver foil. I got little tassels, and then I got 3 different dyes. I got red, green, and blue pigment. So that is a really good amount of stuff for 30 bucks with tax. It was around 30 bucks. So it's a really good amount of stuff to get. So we're gonna jump in, and I'm gonna be making some earrings and a necklace, and I will show you in a second what I'm going to be using for that. So give me a second. Alright y'all, so now we're going to go over what we're going to actually be using for this project, and it's going to be a mix of what I just bought and plus some stuff I've already had. So we are going to be using a J. Diction, I'm sorry, I can't talk. We're going to be using that because I want to show y'all, and I want to test it out and see. So we're going to be using that, even though I do still have some of my old UV resin. But like I said, I want to play around with it. So we're going to be doing that. And these are molds I got from Dollar Tree. And I always buy more than one, because if I'm using the regular resin, the I forgot what it's called, y'all. The epoxy. And playing with colors, it's just easier to do it all in one. And even if I was using my UV, I'd probably still do the same thing, because if I'm playing with colors, I don't want to get the color wrong. So once it's already done, but I don't know, because I'm going to try something a little different. I'm actually going to just mix the color inside of it once I do it, because it is UV. So we will see how that goes. So I'm going to use these, and I'm going to use these little moon-shaped ones. Hopefully they work. If not, I don't know what to say. I'm going to use these small stars, and then these stars for this project. So just to let y'all know, that's what we're going to be using for this project. Now, I'm going to be using an open bezel, open back bezel for the necklace. Sorry, I dropped it. And these are just little pieces I got These little stars I got, I don't know if, okay, I got these from Hobby Lobby on clearance, so I'm sure they have them. I think the pack was ripped into or something, I don't know, but I got those. And then these I got from the Dollar Tree, and I think I paid $3, maybe $5 for them. But these little pieces were really cute, and I fell in love with them. Hadn't used them yet, but I decided I do want to use them for this project. So we're going to be using that, which this came from the J. Diction set, but you can easily just buy some open back bezels. Bezels? I don't know. I got lost. Anyways, I think it's bezels and I've been calling it bevel. But I could be wrong. The tape is from the J. Diction. I have some from Temu I use, but I want to try this and see if I like this better because it is, you know. So we'll see how it works, and if it's the same, it's not a big deal. So you're going to need some tape. You're going to, of course, need a UV light. I'm going to be using some tweezers. I'm going to use a necklace. I don't think I'm going to use the one that came with the set because it is kind of short, and my friend likes long necklaces, so I don't think I'm going to be using this, but I'm going to show you just for the thing of just putting it together. But I'm probably not going to use this when I give it to her. Okay, so gloves, of course, and these were 100 gloves for like $10 at Walmart. So 100 pairs of gloves, I think. I'm not even sure. Might just be 100 gloves, so it might be 50 pairs. I don't know, but got that. So you're gonna use that. I reuse them till I don't like the way they feel anymore. And I am going to be using my pigment from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use blue for the stars and yellow for the hopefully the moon. So you're going to need some kind of pigment. These are the backs I'm going to use because these are the backs that my friend likes, just the post. So I'm going to use those. I am going to be using 2 different sized, I might even use a smaller than this, but I'm going to be using 2 to 3 different size jump rings. So I got these medium sized ones. I don't know the sizes of them, y'all. I told y'all these on my bracelet. I think they're like 9 or 8 millimeter or whatever. I don't know, but I'm using those 2, and I might use a smaller one. So, and then of course, my jewelry my tools that I'm going to use. So, we're going to get started and see where this goes. Alright, so we're going to start with the stars, I think, and see where this goes. So like I said, I'm going to do blue, and I don't know, we're just going to try. So, ooh, that just popped right out, y'all. I was not expecting that. So let's just get it in there. Well, I will tell you, it just really easily does it. Alright, let me get some color in there. Just one, I think. I don't want to do too much, so 1 dot. And I'm just playing with it. I don't know. So we're just going to have some fun and see how this works. Oh, I kind of like this, and this isn't even, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this, y'all. I don't know, did I get it out of the camera? I'm sorry. So, we're going to do 2 of these. And this pours super fast, by the way. I was not expecting how fast it poured. I'm going to add more to it. I just want to get it around. And then I'm going to add my blue in there. I did 1 drop. Am I in the camera? I should be in the camera. I'm still getting used to this whole closer thing. So all I did was add the drop in there, and then I just did like this, and I really like how it came out, y'all. I think I'm gonna leave it just like that, and we'll see what happens when we harden it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just because I'm, like I said, I'm learning, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it with just that right there and see how it works. So I'm gonna try the give me a second, I'm learning this. Alright, so I'm not sure. We're gonna do it for 150 seconds and let it cure and see how it works, and we will go from there. But while we're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move this out of the way, and then I'll go ahead and work on another one. But I just want to show y'all real quick. Hold on. Alright, so I liked how that was, so I'm gonna do the same thing maybe with these. We'll see. I'm not promising anything because I'm not that great at it. Alright, I'm just gonna fill that in and see where I am with that. Now these tools, this little metal tool I actually got from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure it was about $5, but they were half off, so it wasn't that expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it in both this time, then I'll do the dye. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, I'm going to do one dot again. I'm going to do the same thing and we'll see how it goes from there. This is going to be a little bit trickier because it's not filled, it's just around it, so we're going to go from there and see. So I'm just going to take this and play around with it and see what it does. And it doesn't have to be perfect, so I mean, this is just your own little design, however you want it. You can keep going till you get it however you want it. I think that's kind of cool. I'm just trying to make it go all the way around. And it doesn't have to be the same, again, because I'm not mixing it in a thing and then putting in there. It's probably not going to be the same, but it doesn't matter. It's cool. I just want some fun. So we're going to set these aside. We're going to do these and see if it's ready. Alright, 150 seconds and we're going to see where it is. So I am making sure they are good and cured, so I'm going again. I've already done it like 2 times already on the 150 seconds. I'm doing it again. I want to make sure that they are cured and perfect when I move on to the next one. Now I'm going to attempt to do a moon and see how it comes out. If I, like I said, if I don't like it, I won't use it, but this is what I want to do. So let me make sure there's no blue left on my little tool. So I'm going to fill in my moons. Alright, we're going to go from there, and I'll probably add more if I need to. It's not a big deal. If I need to, I'll add more. I should have said it like that. But it looks good. Don't think I'm gonna need more. I think I've got plenty in there. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my yellows. My yellow. 1 drop. Don't think I need more than that in here. And I'm gonna try to have some fun with it. Nope, I think I'm going to add more than one in here. This is a really light color. And I'm just playing around with it. I mean, nobody says you got to do it like this. The whole point is to have fun and do something you might like. Trying to get the yellow on the tip. Okay. And I'm just swirling it around. And we will see how it comes out when we cure it. I'm just playing with it. I'm really hoping I got it on the tips. It's really hard to tell where the hole's going to be. So, alright, so it is what it is. We're going to go from there. I'll show you the earrings in a second. The stars, I mean, not the earrings, because they're all earrings. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're going to cure that for a while and then we'll go from there. Give me 1 second. Alright, so here's the stars. I think they're really pretty cool. And this was just playing around. All I did was swirl the blue in it, or move the blue around in it. I think they came out pretty cool. So this is what they look like. I'm happy with them. So while that's curing, we're going to move on to the next step. Oops. Hold on, I lost the earring. I got to find it. I mean a star. Give me a second. Alright, so I cut me a piece of the tape and I put my bezel, whatever you call it on. I'll have to look it up because I keep thinking I'm saying it wrong and I could be saying it right and I just don't want to deal. So, and I'm going to press it down really, really good. And I'm not going to put my gloves back on right now because it's not a big deal. If I can get the tape, if I can get my fingers to stop doing that. Because you want it on there really good. Alright. So, Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit in here because I don't want to put too much because I'm gonna add to it, but I want to make sure it has a good layer. And I'm never really done it like this before, so I've only done a couple of these and it was just trial and error, so we put a little bit more. It's just to try and see how this works. This tape is really sticky, as you can see. I'm going to put a little bit more, I think. I just want to make sure it gets the bottom. Oops, come back. Bad tape. Alright, I don't know how much. I'm just playing around with it a little. Trying to get it in there. Now I'm gonna just put it on for a little bit. Probably not even the whole 60 seconds. I just want to get it a little bit in there. And then I'm gonna put my little designs in there. And we'll see how it works. Apparently I lost one of them. That's okay, I got more. As soon as I find it. There it is. Alright, that's good. So, I'm going to just put these in there. And then I'm going to fill it up with the resin. And then we'll go from there. I think that's cute. We'll go with that. And then we'll just put the resin in there. Alright, now I'm gonna make sure these are stuck down because I don't want them coming up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the resin. And I don't mind the bubbles. Some people do. Give me a second. I don't mind the bubbles. I think they're kind of cute. So we're gonna go with that. And I'm gonna add some more to this in a second. I didn't get to show y'all with the stars because I was just trying to make it work. Give me a second. It's bubbling pretty bad and I don't want it to bubble that bad. See if I can get it out. I'm learning. I heard you can do this. I don't know if it's gonna work. It doesn't look like it's working. Oh well, we'll just go from there. Alright, so alright. And once it's done, I will show you what they look like, but let me do the 60 seconds and I'll add more on there, I should say. And then we'll go to the next step. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit more over the back just to seal it off and make sure it is sealed and you don't have any weird stuff. And I'm just going to keep going until I fill it. because you want it to be smooth. And like I said, practice makes perfect. I'm new at this. You might be new at this. You're probably new at this if you're watching mine, because none of us know what we're doing. And I'm just filling up the holes. What happened there? Might have to redo this one. It's acting weird. We'll see once it's dry what happens, because this one's acting a little weird. When it acts weird, I redo stuff. So we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll move on. Alright, y'all, the necklace is done. I think it's cute. Little mishap here and there, but you know, I'm learning, and she's fine with it. You know what I mean. She'd be happy with it no matter what, because, you know, I tried. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on while the rest of this is working. That's where that went. I don't have any gold. We're going to do like a mixed metal kind of thing. I was originally going to do a silver one, but I couldn't find a silver one I liked. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take one of these jump rings. And I have to use a magnifying glass just to make sure I get it nice and close. So we're going to, I'm going to attempt to show you this. But, you know, it doesn't always work. Now I lost my pliers. There they are. So I'm going to take this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it like that. Hopefully I got that in screen. And then I'm going to put it over the necklace. I mean the necklace over and do it. And then I'm going to close it. And like I said, I will be making sure with the magnifying glass that it is closed all the way. And I think it is. It looks good. And don't get me wrong, you could probably have just slid it over the necklace piece, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm shutting the necklace piece right now. Alright, so there is the necklace. It's really cute. I like how it came out. I'm happy with it. I think I got it in camera. But I can't wait to give it to her. And we're going to work on the next thing. Give me a second. Let me check these. Alright, so I don't have any more of my size down from these. So these are going to have to do for what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put them through. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to put them through like that. I'll make sure I got it in view in case I didn't. Sometimes I think I got it where you can see it and I find out, no I didn't. So give me a second. Alright. And then you're just gonna go through the hole and then close it. And I always check to make sure mine are closed because I don't always get them closed. It's really hard for me to see. Oops. And you're going to do it for each one of these. Now, I thought this would be a really cute idea to make for earrings, and we will see how it goes, because just because I think it's going to be cute doesn't mean it's going to work out the way I think it will. There we go. Alright, I have to do these for a little bit longer. They're still a little sticky, and then we will move on to the earrings. Alright, so we're going to try the moon now and see where it gets us. And we'll see how it looks put together. So let me make sure that's closed good. Alright, so what I'm going to do, and I don't 100% know how I'm going to do this, we're just going to try, is like I said, she likes these earrings, so we're going to go with this. And I'm just going to try to put them together and see where it goes. So, fingers crossed. Excuse me, let's see what happens. Sorry, I got a little critter. Let's see what happens when we do this. So I'm gonna put the earring on the, I'm gonna put the resin piece on the earring and close it, and that's gonna hang like that. It's not gonna be very big. And then we're gonna take, sorry, this is something for me. Alright, and then we're gonna take and we're gonna add some more. And I think I'm gonna do the big one so they hang a little bit better. I could be wrong. I won't know until I get it on there and see how I like it. And this is all about just what you like, so don't be afraid to experiment. So we're going to do that and close it. So I put 2 on the big one. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Oh, it worked. So I kind of like that. And I'm going to put the little one in the front. And I think I'm just going to hang it down from this. And we'll see how it looks. This is all trial and error. Trial and error. And we'll just, you know, see how it goes from there. So, there it is. I think it's kind of cute. Maybe one more for the, sorry, I don't know if I got it in the camera. I'm sorry, I have to move that and I keep forgetting. Maybe one more for the big star, just to bring it down a little further. I'm going to try on the other one, see how I like it. If I don't like it, I will put it back like this, but I kind of like it so far. It's cute. So, give me a second. Let me finish that. It needed to be cured a little bit more. I had to add some more to the back, so when it's done, we'll go on. Alright, y'all, so I didn't like the way the earring was hanging, so I did the initial jump ring with 3 of the bigger ones for the star with the hole in it, and then I'm going to take one of these bigger ones as soon as I find the hole, and I'm going to put my moon and star on it. Alright, so we're going to just do that for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave the little one on the smaller star. I got to open it back up. And then we got to do one of these really little ones that I've lost. I literally lost one on the floor, so I got to get another one. And I like to make sure they're closed before I put them on there. I'm sure I've said that, and I'm going to continue to say it every time I do this. Alright, and then I'm going to add it to the jump ring with the small star. I'll show you in case I didn't get it in camera. It's not a big deal. Alright, so there it is on the one with the star. And then I'm going to add that to the front of the earring. Yeah. And then, well, let me fix this because I accidentally popped that over to the back, to the front. Alright. And then last but not least, we're going to add the earring. Sorry, y'all. This is acting up. And then we're going to close it, and then I will show you what it looks like when it is closed and good. Alright. So. And they don't have to be going the same way, so don't feel bad if they're not going the same way. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of it so you can look at it. I don't know. It's not working. I will put them on the thing so that you can look at them together, but there is that one. I think they're really cute, and I think they'll go really great with the bracelet. I mean necklace. You could even do a bracelet too, but we're doing necklaces so and earrings. So that is it for this project. I had a lot of problems with it, but I had fun making it. I hope you enjoyed it too, and if you did, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!